So we're underway at St James's Park, and for many of these supporters it's the first view of green grass for quite some time. We are in such a heat wave in England at the moment that most lawns have resembled a shade of hay. As Flecken gets an early touch and deposits it forward. Sturr's first attempt to intervene for Newcastle failed to materialise, and Bayer Leverkusen carry it forward. They played in England only the other day down in Nottingham on Wednesday night. A 2-1 defeat in that one. They were behind in that game inside 4 minutes, but then dominated the first half, and this man here was heavily involved. Gaza linking up with Kafane, and Gaza's shot! Oh, what a shot! What a shot! It hasn't taken them long, inside a minute, and Newcastle's new goalkeeper, Łukasz Hornicek, had no answer to that as Ibrahim Maza cracks one home. When he linked up initially with Kafane, got the ball back here, and Hall was slow to close him down, and it's a left footer that goes underneath the outstretched arm of Hornicek, but under the bar, and silence around St James's Park as Newcastle concede inside the first 60 seconds. Altamada down for Wissa. It's a nice turn from him, and he's got options to his right if he gets his head up. Altamada will leave that for Mason Miley. Back for Wissa, good effort. It was on target, and Flecken able to keep it out. Well, that's bright from Johan Wissa. Chow, Altamada and Botman are the deepest Newcastle players in the box. It's in by Barnes, and it's Paul. Comfortable for Flecken. Here's Hall for Newcastle. Good low ball in, and Bardi at full stretch, able to turn it behind for the corner. Get that wrong, and it might well have beaten Flecken at his near post. Hall. Sturr looking for Elanga. Didn't see much of the ball thus far, Anthony Elanga. First real chance to take on Gutierrez. And couldn't cut it back sufficiently to find Barnes, who was attacking the 6-yard box. Lewis Marnie helped it on. Altamada does likewise, and now it's Barnes looking to stretch his legs and get forward and attack the Leverkusen rear guard. He was brought down by Marza. Some England man sprawling to the floor. Free kick already taken. Barnes for Elanga, who has a go. Comfortable for Flecken, but it's another shot on target from Newcastle. Elanga's little touch. Wissa striding forward, was just held back there. I think it was Fernandez that just grabbed hold of him. I think they're further than 10 there, but can Hall get it over that wall and down sufficiently? No, he can't. Elanga with this corner. 2 minutes from half-time. It's deep. Driving the back post is Chow, and Newcastle have their equaliser. Malik Chow, who's been given the armband today, gets his name on the score sheet. Flecken unhappy with something that happened in there as the ball came across the 6-yard box. No VAR, of course, today. None of the officials saw an offence, so Malik Chow's header will count. As simple as they come, this. Very deep, and Chow arriving round the back. I think from there, Flecken should be doing better. Initially, I couldn't see any Newcastle player in close attendance to the goalkeeper.
Newcastle, the scorer, number 12, Malik Chow.
Can't see what he's complaining about. Good pressure from Wissa, and he's dispossessed Alex Garcia. And it's Wissa with Altamada up with him. Elanga is to his right. Here's Altamada. Can he get the shot away? Yes, he can, but it's a team effort. Straight at Flecken. Alex Garcia. Punched away by Hornicek, good distance on that clearance, but it's dropped here for Moreira. Just showed a bit too much of that to Mason Miley. Superman stuff from Hornicek. Fernandez. Moreira. Into the penalty area. This looks promising, and the finish is inches wide of the far post. Boniface. All clever. And he's in with a chance here, Boniface, and he tucks it away quite spectacularly. Well, he's been on the pitch a matter of minutes, and he hasn't wasted any time in announcing his considerable presence, the Nigerian. Chow for Alanga. Wissa. And again Wissa. Oh, and Barnes was arriving back post, and it was thundering his way, and he couldn't quite get his feet in the right position to steer it goalwards. And that is the last bit of action. So defeat on his first outing at St James's Park for the new Newcastle boss, Matthias Jaisler. Bayer Leverkusen found the winning goal through one of their substitutes, the Nigerian international Victor Boniface.